Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 45 of Kenshi. So, last episode we were having a bit of a rest up, more or less. Although we did have Pingu, Mew, and Griffin on a trade run. So we'll continue this trade run once the map loads. Yes, Mew and Griffin. And we sent them because they're Greenlanders and we're not likely to get murdered by the paladins. And the slower one would be Mew, I think. So Griffin will follow Mew. And they're going to have a little bit of a conversation, but unfortunately I don't really have time to pay attention to that. Back in our home here, I've got some things going on. Pearl Vase, Pearl Cup. I knew I kept those for a reason. We need a standard cup as well. I could head to a high village for it. And everyone is up in engineering. Now that I have the chainmail benches, it would make sense to try to get blueprints for them. Production queue is empty. Yes, it is. Go ahead and crank some additional weapons out. What is Shrike working on? She is our chainmail, then steel, then heavy armor. So I need some heavy armor. I think I will make one unholy chest plate. And then maybe I'll work on masterwork helmets for everyone. We did get some boots out. And we have some older boots that we want to get rid of. Do we have any room for fabrics yet? No. So I got a lot of responses about the hashish industry that I am working on. I'm not actually trying to make that much of a profit off of it. The reason I have the hashish going is just to get through the backlog of hemp, which I've already done. So what I could do is power it off. I don't plan on becoming a drug baron. Believe it or not, that wasn't really my intention ever. So we'll power that off. Who's getting targeted? Griffin and whoa. Well, I'm faster than you. Give us all food. That's a lot of bandits. Goodbye. Good luck chasing me. So looking at my current training stations, some of this could be upgraded. And that means I have a lot of sort of weirder ingredients to source. Some extra leathers, some hinges and steel bars and steel springs. Some electrical components and more iron plates. So it would make sense for Rhadamant to go on a bit of a trade run. Depends on how much stuff I have. Oh, I have a lot of stuff. Can always bring the copper. Pop the door open. And get moving. And we'll hit up the local high village first. So tips I received. Let's see. Robert Stoyanov mentioned that it would make a lot of sense to get Beep and Silver Shade and Green. Maybe not, well, even Green too. Some better clothing so that they can protect themselves. Hey, you know what? All you hungry bandits, there's like bowls right over there that you could go eat. Leave me alone. They're not going to leave me alone. I know this. It's always worth the ask. So we have a lot of standard books here. Let's see. Crossbow crafting? Yeah, I'll get that. Everything else that I have is probably ancient books, most of it. AI core for hydroponics. Anything standard books I can spend on now. I like, most of that I'm never going to use, but I like to research it all anyway. Oh, you guys are in trouble. You got caught? That's hard to believe that they ever got caught. Mew, you can't run away. They're going to be faster than you. I don't think these guys realize I don't have any food. So I'm going to have Griffin bolt for it. He's faster and he can come back for Pingu and Mew. Oh, they're butchering Pingu for meat. Yeah, that's not going to work for me. How fast are they? 14? Yeah, I don't know how they caught me. But I'm going to go to the Holy Mine Ruin. Oh, they're ruins. It's not going to be all that helpful. Looter for food. I don't have any. You're wasting your time. Alright, so she's playing dead. And Pingu actually kind of got away with Griffin. Alright, Mr. Griffin, let's pick him back up. And as long as we circumnavigate around them, they should leave me alone. Alright, so you have first aid. So you can first aid yourself. Unfortunately, I'm going to need a bed to rest in. So we can't go straight to the scrapyard. I guess we could sleep in the bar. In Black Desert City. Although, she's pretty beat up. So I might want to risk popping a camp here. Because on this leg, I'm not going to get very far. Because of how fast the bulls heal, I'm going to put Pingu down. Come on. And have him rest first. Griffin will stand guard. So we are almost in the acid, but not quite. All right, that's good. Making a little bit of a trade run here. So I do need spring steel. I'll even sell the drifters. Sorry, drifters. I'll even sell my own boots. You can have literally the boots off my feet. Blackened chain hive shirt is what I'm after, I think. I think the standard chain, not the shirts. Hold on. I gotta, I don't like doing this in the middle, but I gotta look it up. I don't have an encyclopedic knowledge of it all, unfortunately. So black and chain shirts, black and chain mail. What about hive stuff? So black and chain hive shirt is the best I can get. So let's go ahead and do that. That wasn't too much waiting, was it? What else do they have here? They've got some toothpicks, some books, plated drifter leather pants. I'll go for that as well. Where'd the dude go? Oh, he walked away from me. You guys are supposed to be super pushy. Why aren't you being pushy? So, I needed some of this. I needed a cup. That's a pearl cup. Do they have a standard cup? I don't really see a standard cup here. Pearl urn. Grog. Pole arms. Alright, maybe that's it. I'll buy the armor plating too. That never hurts. And I'll head into Mongrel, see what Mongrel has to sell. Kind of nervous for these guys, but fact of the matter is, Pingu's the really one in trouble there. I ought to be fine. Alright, so we have a lot of random battery tech that we're researching. We did just buy some nice blueprints, so let's go and get the 3 shirts made and then 3 pants made. Shrike's getting on that right away. We don't really have any chainmail sheets. Oh, no, we do. We have some. Some, but not many. She could have done that for herself. What is this? It's a Nomad Camp? Or is it a Bandit Camp? I'm apparently standing in it. Doesn't look like anything to me, to quote a brilliant show. Let's see. Then Stubbs. Let's have you chainmail sheet beat or whatever. So switch jobs. Yeah, I know it's empty, man. Oh, we don't have any steel bars. All right, let's make sure we run the steel refinery then. I might need to increase my output here. I could always buy steel bars. That's really not that bad of an idea. So Pingu is about half healed. Miu still has a bum leg that I'd want her to have heal up. We definitely have an abundance of iron. Alright, Mr. Jafar. I think instead of training on the dummy, I'm going to have you train on the turret now. You've pretty much learned everything you can from the dummy. I really should have brought sandals with me. Not that these guys can catch me, but being barefoot seems a little silly. I'm running right through a death yard, aren't I? Yep. There's a scrawny cannibal literally locked up right here. I was going to try to mess with their food, but it's probably a bad idea. Bye-bye. You can't catch me. I am the gingerbread man. They're certainly trying, though. Alright, Miu is only slightly slower because of her injury. Griffin, I'm going to have you take... What, do I have to pick him out of bed? It's like me when I was a kid, not wanting to go to school. Parents would have to, like, throw me out of bed, turn on all the lights, pull off all the sheets, be like, get out, time to go. And what was funny is I'd get ready within, like, 10 minutes, And then my sister would take half an hour when we'd be late. Story of my childhood. So I did receive some other tips. Chronology sort of analyzed how I could go about training my martial artist skill without beating myself up too bad about it. So I'm going to go that route, which would be to basically encumber the bejesus out of the Dust King so that he can't throw a lot of punches, and then I can throw punches instead. Yep. Seems to be a pretty reasonable solution. All these stores that I really want to interact with are closed here. So I'll just... Well, actually, do bars carry cups? They're not going to have spring steel or hinges, but... No, they don't even carry cups. Alright, well, I'll just pop a squat, wait for daybreak. Alright, she is no longer slowed down at all. So I'm going to go pick up Pingu Griffin. Grab that stuff. Now she's a little slowed. But still fine to get to the scrap house. We're not that far from it. He's talking about how it used to be holy cover. Holy paladin, rather. So, acid protection, they're at about 50%. It's not great. The old helmets I had it a little higher up. But they're not going to, like, melt to death by the time they get to Black Desert. As long as they don't run into any of those security spiders. It's a big if, I guess. Providing I don't run into any spiders that will want to kill me and squish me to death, I ought to be fine. So Jafar is the hemp hauler. He doesn't really do much else. You are going to be the first person to lose your job. Congratulations. Actually, given that he's not doing a lot of work, let's put... My leather really full up? No, it's not full up. You're just stealing it. Put my fabric and hemp... Oh, hemp is full again. There we go. Turn off your jobs. And Jafar, you are going to go shop around for steel bars and stuff like that. We'll head you to stack first. Okay. He's like, no, not going to stack. Yes, you are. You are a male Greenlander. They will not murder you there, I promise. And then he immediately gets chased. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. You are on a separate mission. At least these are inactive. Come on, Mew. Move it. I'm like literally staring at the scrap house. You can move up there. Oh, this is Hobbs. I'm an idiot. I tend to do that a lot because of, actually, keybinds. Because of my next and previous pawn keybinds are kind of close to one another. Actually, Stubbs should be awake because he's working. to be working on the steel output. Yep, he is. Well, it is almost daybreak, so Rhadamant will be able to really shortly do some trading in Mongrel. And if all goes well, we're going to make some pretty dollars here in the scrap house and maybe buy some really cool blueprints if I can afford them. So they have one AI core left. That sounds about right. And some books. Yep, that all looks about right. Eagle Cross blueprints, which would be very cool. Advanced outpost blueprints, which I don't really need. Ashlander's hat, sure, I'll take that. Blackened chainmail, thank goodness. We wanted that as well. I'm overly excited, over the moon. Alright, Pingu. You're up. And all the money I just spent, we have to make it back in a blink wink of the eye. In fact, and then some. So eventually, I would love to have a variety of weapons, like Falling Suns, for instance. They are very fun weapons to use. I do need an insane amount of strength to use them. So this is one of the reasons I'm going to be training strength. Masterwork, Eagle's Cross. Oh my god, that is tempting. But I kind of want to craft my own stuff as much as I can. Engineering research, they have ancient books. I could buy out the rest of their ancient books. The exotic weapons for a Falling Sun blueprint would be awesome. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And then buy as many books as I can. 6 books. That will get me something, right? Pingu, and then Griffin should be short behind. Yep. Doesn't leave Rhadamant with a whole lot of wiggle room for trade. But he's only really after like steel bars. Maybe some toothpicks. Alright, I will try to level up Pingu heading home. His athleticism. So we're going to follow Pingu. And then Mew and Griffin are also sort of hungry. So I got to keep an eye on their food. Wait, why are you... Oh, you're dead bodies that haven't fallen yet. I was curious about that. Kind of scratched my head as to why they'd ever let them in here. They're literally carrying them out. I love it. Store's open. Thank you, shopkeep. And chainmail, steel bars. Ooh. Let's go ahead and buy as many steel bars as I can. Which is not many. Alright, and then head back to Radenhall. I'm going to have to find a cup at some point. I could always search ruins. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just go to some old ruins and find stuff. Like cups. So Rhadamant and Pingu are headed home. And then I'd like to do something exciting this episode. Once Pingu gets there. Kinda might take a while. Pingu's not exactly the fastest. Actually, Pingu don't even come home. Go. I'm gonna have you redirect to here. Instead of running all the way home, we'll have you run half the distance. Anyone that just saw where I queued him up to go kind of probably knows what I'm about to do this episode. I forgot that Rhadamant is working on his martial artists. So I was like, ooh, a Fogman. And then I was like, oh yeah, I'm not going to be able to hit him for save my life. So now I have to figure out who gets this next backpack. That's Ruka, I guess, and Jane's. I think it gave some backpacks away. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. Well, how's the chainmail armor coming at least? We're still working on the first one. Well, I'm, regardless, excited. I got here pretty quick. Fleet of foot, even without shoes. Masterwork. Alright, and steel bars. Let's go ahead and install these manually. Because I can almost build 2 of these. Oh, all 3? Nice. I have 1 steel bar left over. Fantastic. Looks like I have all the armor plating I need, which is pretty cool. So we can definitely crank through some of that. Then backpacks, right? So Ruka and Jane's. And then some of these toothpicks I'll give to Grumble. He's the best bowman other than Green, if I recall correctly. And then some research books for the sort of trash research that I have in the backlog. Like battery capacity 4. Stuff I really, really don't necessarily need, but I'm going to get anyway, because why the hell not? Look at how wealthy I was and how poor I am now. Boy, does it change quick. What is Molly doing? You are operating machine. That does not look like a weaponsmith, Molly. What are we, out of plates? Ooh, because we are going through our iron plates really, really, really quickly because of the steel bar manufacturing. So this is a great opportunity to clear out some bag room. Let me do it with Rhadamant. Some general storage chest stuff, because we had a bunch of our iron plates locked up in general storage from all those security spiders that were trying to murder and maul us. Oops. Yeah, I missed one. Come on. Oh, yeah, got a little stuck there. So this will speed up the plates, or rather speed up the steel bar and chainmail and all that sort of progress. We might even need another one of these iron refineries at some point, due to the fact that we're going to be making toothpick bolts out of them. There's like a lot of different little things that we're making from them. Yeah, or at least automate it in a quicker way. Pingu's getting attacked. How big is this group? This group isn't terrible. I might just fight this one out, as long as there are more lurking. Pingu, being an elder bull, mows over weak guys really, really quick. It's one of the advantages of bulls, is they have like an area of an effect attack. As you can see, when that hit, boom, 61, 61. I mean, these guys are just getting wrecked by the bull. Starving bandits are now hostile to me? I'm okay with that. I accept their hostility with open arms. You're bandits after all. Pingu, wait. He's like, time to run! It's like, dude, you're still bleeding. Okay. His move order, he's like, I don't care, guys. I think he's trying to follow Jafar, so he's just like running home automatically. So let's turn off that job, and we wanted you to run to... I keep forgetting where I'm going. Where am I? Rhadamant, way station. Am I not zoomed in enough? Yeah, I wasn't zoomed in enough. Oh, we're really, really close. Heading towards the Tower of Ninjas. Yep. Alright, which also means I need to get everyone at home on the way out too. Turning jobs off. Because they're going to be waiting for us. So instead of Rhadamant being no weapon, I'm going to pop on a katana. Just so that I'm not disenfranchised. Why are we doing wakasashis again? Oh, these are probably just, they were in Molly's storage or something. Oh no, we wanted them. Because of Aramid. Yeah. Aramid and Jafar needed them. So they were intentional. Alright, and the slowest person here, I'm just going to assume is Sad Neil. Sorry, Sad Neil, to pick on you. And then Sad Neil, you're going to also head to the Tower of Ninjas. Somali's working on normal katanas again. And we immediately got ourselves into a fight, didn't we? I also didn't grab bolts from where I just was. That's okay. Alright, time to do a big patch up. Everyone's fixed. Follow the Neil and head to the Tower of Ninjas. So, if you're not sure what the Tower of Ninjas are, 2 of the bounties are there. And then the... how to describe this? The best possible weapons that exist in the world. There are some, I think you pronounce it like Maito. There are some Maito weapons that are the highest quality. And what are we getting attacked by here? More, oh, these are dust bandits. These are a bit tougher. How fast are the dust bandits? 15? I'm going to run to the Holy Mines. These guys are getting messed with so much. Mew, you are a little slow now. You took 1 too many hits to the legs. Okay. Well, we're going to do our best to just defend ourselves. Dust Bandits are only here really to mug us. I don't even think they're going to take an interest to Pingu. Griffin's putting up quite a fight here. Alright, well there's no point in staying passive. I'm fighting like Guts and Berserker. Or Berserk, rather. When Casca was wounded. Something along those lines. My other groups... gonna need to swing far south to avoid stack. And then Jafar needs to go into stack. Except for Jafar, I'm gonna have you head back home because I don't have any money. So there's no point in you trading. Alright, just let them win. They'll mug you. And then they'll let you go. Nope. Mew's like, not having it. I'm gonna fight for the right to party. Alright. Oh, no, they are butchering Pingu. No, they're not. They're sort of wandering away. Interesting. They lied about butchering. Wow, wow, look at these victors. That was really good. That went... We fought like crazy hell there. I'm actually very impressed of how much of a beating these all took. So without a doubt, we want to plop some more camp beds down. And heal up. Being chased by paladins? Or bone dogs? Or stupid bandits? Hungry bandits? I'm just gonna ignore them. Oh, they're running... they're not running that fast. But Sad Neil, you really need to start going around stack. Going through stack, not so much an option. Hell, even these other guys wouldn't be welcome in stack because of Pingu's, if they check Pingu's bag, I have illegal science books on me. Let's quickly check back on our crafters. See how the lovely armor is coming. Definitely done one hive shirt. Question is it any good? You masterwork. Awesome. Alright, Jafar's home. Pop open that gate. And turn your jobs back on. Ooh, Pingu's getting attacked. Just by a bandit that stood up. Still unconscious bandit. Should have stayed down. Alright, the other ones are dying, so that's not going to be much of an issue. Who super fell behind? I wish you could mouse over their name and figure out who super fell behind. Oh, Beep did. Really, Beep? Oh, that's dumb. I had you encumbered because you were mid-task. Alright, you'll catch up. Pingu getting targeted again. By a bandit that probably stood up and fell back down. Let's go through all of them, make sure no one's holding anything that doesn't make any sense. And we can let them go. Alright, well, one armor plating isn't going to break the bank. I think everyone else is... he's all set. Okay, so we want to go to the Tower of Ninjas. Can we walk? 24 speed, 18 speed, 14 speed. Okay, we can walk. So we want to meet them there. Even if we're wounded. As you saw with Griffin, even when wounded, that's fine. You two follow Pingu. Pingu, move down here. Hopefully I can switch back through these mountains or something. I really want to be headed south. We'll see if we can path there. Please don't get stuck in the cavern. Good. Not stuck at all. Found pathing and everything. So there's a little, what, bandit camp here? Alright, let's cut our teeth on the bandit camp. For fun. Hello, bandits. You've been camped out here long? I am gonna kill you all. My group was bored. And, hey, I found the cup I was looking for. And I suppose I can loot the bowmen for their toothpicks. These bandits barely did anything to us. But hey, more ammo, right? Free ammo, too. Ammo I don't have to manufacture is the best kind. Oh, here's the boss. Nope. No bounty on him. I guess he hasn't done anything bad lately. I'll take his boots, though. High grade. They'll sell. You are a bowman. Okay, that might be it. Let's have everyone converge here. Oh, there's some other little camp over there. I do like how you can see the radius of the fires from a long way off. You're getting hungry, Griffin. Griffin got here. So now we're one big happy group. Is Pingu here too? Yep, alright. Everyone's in this big group. Let's go hit the Tower of Ninjas. So there is a Maito Ninja Blade in here on one of the dudes, but there's 3 bounties here. And I can bring all these bounties, if I want, into like the Sheker or wherever they're wanted for money, or I can bring them to be punching bags. And I'm leaning more towards punching bags. Speaking of punching bags, let's make sure our punching bag is fed. He's fine. Okay. So, this whole episode was leading up to this point, and I am running out of time, so I want to get this done. Let's slow down time a little bit and attack unprovoked. So they do have people on the top of their towers that will be crossbowing us. And here is one of the bounties, Dimac. Or Dimac. Let's see if I can't spot the other one. Here's the other one. Boozin. You can see they're wanted only by the Holy Nation, so I actually might keep them as punching bags because I don't really have an interest in trading with Holy Nation. They're now hostile to me. Yeah, no kidding. Ron, it does not look like you're doing very much. Neither are you guys. I'm gonna force you up to the top floor. Now if I can get Mew or Green, yeah, there we go. Plop. Yep. Green should be shooting. Alright, so Dimac is still up. I'm not entirely sure where the other one went. He's not going to go very far, though. Dimac is down. Alright, Dimac, you are going to get first aided by Sadneil. And looted. Maito Ninja Blade. See? That is as good as it gets. And time to make you naked, too. Sorry, Sadneil, you have to sit on. And the other bounty, he does not have a unique weapon. Are we done? We cleared them out pretty quickly. They're no longer hostile to me because they no longer exist. They got wiped out pretty good. And we will take a moment to loot them all. What I want to do is I want to patch them up and hold them in my inventory before I end the episode so that they can't, like, despawn or anything weird like that. So, Dimac, you are all patched up. Hobbs is going to pick you up, or kidnap you, I guess. And then Rhadamant. Let's go loot Boozin. The rest of his gear kind of sucked. Actually, both of the Ninja Blades are crappy. So the only really good thing out of that was the blade that Sadneil got, the Maito blade. And I guess I'll give that to... Sadneil can keep it. Weird choice, I know, but... Alright, Rhadamant, pick up Boozin. Kidnap him. These blades are bad. Alright, so for looting... we are just going to take... everything. Well, everything that's not worth nothing, which is basically their blades only, I think. Pingu, where are you? You were up at the top of the tower? Alright. Let's systematically loot these guys. Might actually be faster just to have Rhadamant grab the blades rather than to interact with Pingu. These blades aren't worth much, but they're worth more than the rest of their clothing. These ninjas are poor. But taking their blades away means if they recover consciousness, they're more or less harmless. I wouldn't say harmless, but, you know, I'm not gonna... They all had their blades and they lost. Oh yeah, hey. I don't know why Rhadamant was set on block. That seems like a mistake that I didn't catch. So if you're wondering why Rhadamant has the katana, it's because I just wasn't... Oop, I didn't mean to give that to green. I just wasn't sure that he was ready to go mano a mano, melee style in this fight. I didn't know how hard this fight was going to be. Obviously, it wasn't that bad. But if it was harder, you know, it'd be really, really bad to have one of my best fighters gimped by the fact that they were unequipped. So I didn't want to do that. So this episode's going to run a little long. I don't think anyone has any injuries that slow down move speed. Hobbs is carrying a body. Mew's hungry. But no, I actually really didn't take a lot of injuries at all, for that matter. But there should be, yeah, there is food here. Alright, and we'll loot this whole place. So anyone that's hungry will be taking food from Rhadamant. And then some of the more injured can have a bit of a rest. Where Kang? In bed. People on the roof obviously regain consciousness. And they think that somehow... Oh. Did I not loot the blades off you? I did not. Trade out of range? What do you mean trade out of range? I'm literally standing over his body. Oh, it's because the game might think he's on the top of the tower or something. Might as well use the beds if I need to. Give that up to beat. Alright, here is their weapon stash. I would say underwhelming is probably a good term. We'll have to split this up with... just give it to Pingu. Pingu might not be walking home under his own power, given how encumbered he is. I just wanted to loot everything here before I went home in case anything despawned. Okay, so they actually have some stuff here. Shoddy, I'm going to ignore. Because that's not worth much. Some extra foods. And once again, can trade that to Pingu. Actually, I'll trade it to Kang. If I trade it to Pingu, Pingu might actually eat it. If I trade it to Kang, Kang will share what's in his backpack with others. Therein lies the difference. Oh, Ruka's on the roof. And then I was going to give some of the extra food to Ruka. Alright, let's go back to looting. And this will keep people fed. That matters a bit. Weapon display boards, nothing in them. Another ancient book, nice. Maybe that's why they were wanted, because of the ancient books. I have room for the armor, might as well grab it. No one is imprisoned, I don't think. I'm going to double check that sometimes the prisoners are invisible, or at least that's what I've been told. That was not the case here. And there's some... Was there anything else on this floor? No. Nothing on this floor. So just whatever I can find up here. Okay. All looks good. And that will be the end of the episode. So next episode, obviously, we can either... Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. If you have any suggestions for next episode, I guess this is a good time for me to ask for input. I could either do more bounties, hunt more weapons, maybe do more ruins looting. I don't know. You all can suggest things, and I'm pliable, so we'll see what you think. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll have to catch you all next time. Adios.